We have food.
We have toys.
We have hope for the hopeless.
We have beds for the homeless.
So join us here at Code Purple King County. And guess what? It's showtime.
He was born on the streets of Cambodia in 1986, lived in an orphanage until he was 4 years old. That's when a family from Dover adopted Timothy Parsons, and that's when he experienced true love and saw selflessness in action. So fast forward to today. Timothy is now using his story and his struggles to help others get back on their feet, and he's doing it one bed at a time. Allow me to introduce to you this afternoon Timothy Parsons. He is there on your left, along with the president of Code Purple, Ennio Emanuel. He's there on the right. Gentlemen, how are you this afternoon?
Doing very well. Thank you so much for having us. We're honored and privileged to be part of your show today.
Oh, we're awesome, man. This is a great opportunity. We love your show. We watch it every afternoon, and so, you know, it's a blessing to be here right now.
Oh, you guys are the best. What a great way to start. Okay, so, Ennio, I've got a lot I want to ask you. Timothy, let me ask you first. You've got quite the story that began in Cambodia. Tell me about it real quick.
With all the tragedy that took place with the genocide in Cambodia, it really left a lot of people orphaned over there in Cambodia. And so in 1990, I was adopted by an American family. And ever since then, I've always just had a passion to go back to Cambodia. And so I had the privilege and honor of going back. And I just had a heart to be able to try to do my little part. I know I can't save everyone over there, but I can do my little part. And now being back here in Dover, Delaware, I was thinking to myself, here I did not understand the statistics of over 1,000 people being homeless throughout Delaware every year.
Right.
And so I thought maybe we could do the same here in Dover, Delaware.
So we're fast forwarding to today, and you're doing it with a bed drive. Explain to me what you're doing.
My friend that I've known for many years, probably 20 plus years, Mr. Ennio Emanuel, basically took over Code Purple last year, and he shared with me some of the different challenges they were facing. And one of them was just being able to offer proper bedding for those coming off the streets. And so I asked my wife, and I said, what do you think if we challenged the community? If we bought the first bed, but we challenged the community to get behind us? And so this year, November 5th, we just posted a video up, and we already got so many people involved. Someone, an anonymous organization, called and said they want to get us 20 brand new beds. Not only is the bed an opportunity, but really we start the winter outreach December 1st. And so they can get involved in person with providing food and also providing volunteers.
Tell you what, Timothy, I can tell you're just a little bit passionate about this. Ennio, let me ask you, do you see a really big need for what Timothy's doing for you?
Yeah, I mean, I think I was a volunteer with Code Purple for about 3 years before becoming the president here in King County, and I took over last year not knowing that COVID-19 was going to be upon us, looking very optimistic and really excited, and then boom, COVID-19 hit, and so the needs in our community, especially with our homeless population, has grown. We can no longer just provide an air mattress or a cot. You have to. We need to provide barriers, and we need to take temperature checks, and we need to have, different bins where people can put their things inside of them during the nighttime. We need to have, extra security measures in place so that people are not infected with COVID-19, and so that we can also, alleviate some of that pressure. And the beds is just a big deal. We don't know what to expect this winter. We may have to go through beds. Beds might be used, and then someone might be affected or have symptoms, and so we have to get rid of that whole bed. And so the cost of our operations have gone up probably 80% this year, based on all the things that happened with COVID-19, and trying to make sure that we comply with the needs of our city, our city managers, our health officials.
So, Ennio, you've probably seen the benefits of a good night's rest.
It's healing. I think a lot of people don't realize the power in being able to lay your head down. After being in the streets, especially some of the homeless people will have been on the streets for the whole year since we finished Code Purple in the end of March of this year. So I think a lot of people are going to, they're coming in and they're expecting this bed, and for us to not be able to, handle the need, the city, the government asks us, what are we going to do if we have infected people? And so we have to be able to say, hey, we have this, we have everything set up. And he saw the need, and we really, it's healing, having a place to lay your head, especially if you're homeless, let alone us. But having, especially if you're homeless, it's a healing process, and that's what we want to be a part
That's
of.
huge.
We could get cheap beds for $50, but at the end of the day, the beds we want to get is quality beds, hotel rollout beds. We want to be able to welcome these families who are living in cars, living on the streets. We want to welcome with a very comfortable situation. In the past,
Right.
we were very grateful for what was donated to us, from inflatables and to rescue mats, but we want to be able to welcome families a more comfortable environment.
And if there is anybody on this planet that can make this happen, it's going to be Timothy Parsons and Ennio
You know it.
Emmanuel. Gentlemen, thank you so much for talking to us. We're going to make sure that we have all of your contact information on DelmarvaLife.com. Thank you so much, and you guys have a great day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.